In this episode, we're going to be talking about how to improve your building in Fortnite, specifically on console, but I mean, it probably works for anything. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was 90-degree turns in getting high ground. So you obviously know how to ramp up, but there's a quicker way than that. Everybody knows doing 90-degree turns like that. That's the quickest way up. There's different variations of 90s. The old school one and beginner one. Anybody can do this. It's just this, and then a ramp. These two, ramp. These two, ramp. But if you go down and look at it, it's not held up by much. What is it? Two things, and it's all coming down. One, two. Well, no, one. So that one doesn't have good support. It can be decently fast, but it doesn't have good support. But yeah, so that's the first kind of 90. The second kind of 90 is the one that I do. It's my favorite kind. I'm pretty good at it, which means it's probably pretty fast. And but there is a faster way than I do it. So this is my 90. Obviously pretty fast. You do get jump fatigue from this one. But I can do it up to 3 times before jump fatigue. And then the third kind of 90 I wanted to talk about, well, there's actually 4, but here's the third one. Instead of going like this or like around, you can just not place here, and as you're running up, just go straight up to the right. None of this right here, just straight up. So it's gonna look like this, like that. That's pretty much the second fastest 90. I'll show it one more time just for fun, I guess. It looks like this. I've practiced it, but it's really not that easy. I usually mess it up sometimes. It looks like that. The fourth kind of 90 is Mongrel's 90. He goes, this one's really hard for console to do, but he goes like this, over. So he starts at the side and brings it over as he's walking to the side. I'm gonna try to do it as best as I can. It looks like that, but it's easier for PC players to do. So that's 90s, the fastest way up to high ground to get height on your opponent. Every builder should know. Yeah, so that's 90s. The second thing I wanted to talk about was, it's more of a tip, or a trick actually. So you're doing a 1v1, doesn't actually have to be this, but you're doing a normal ramp up, and you get blocked. There's a floor above your head and it's not yours. This is mine, but the one above your head is not yours, and you can't edit it. It's called a sidestep, and you, instead of going out like that and then going over, you're walking one floor lower, and you have to go all the way across the ramp like that, or all the way across the floor. But with the sidestep, you're able to go out and jump up. That's the fastest way to get above a floor that is above you. It also works with pyramids like this. You can do it like that. And then there's add-ons you can do to this that I'm about to show. And when you're jumping up, instead of running across this to go up, you're wasting all that time just running right here. This. That's all the extra time your opponent would need to get high ground on you up there. So let's show the faster way to do it. As you're doing it, you want to go up and then start with your ramp right there. This is a lot harder and it takes a lot more practice, but if you can get good at that, you can get a whole nother story ahead and go up, start doing your 90s, all your business to get height even more. So that's that. I'll kind of show it in real terms if I can. Yeah, you gotta go a lot faster than that even. I'll try to practice it actually so you can see what it looks like. It's gonna look, if I can even, that wasn't like that, and then you'll ramp up. So that's that. The next thing I wanted to talk about was making your edits, or actually before I get into that, I want to talk about your edit or your build sensitivity. Get comfortable with a good building sensitivity. So mine's pretty high. It's almost to the max. It's 1.76. Oops. But making edits, it's good to have a high build sensitivity that you're getting good at, and then your edit sensitivity down here. Mine is really low because I edit quick. That's crucial in making good edits. Like that. You can edit your corners quick. Do all your jazz like that. A whole side. Not like that. Like that. So that's editing, which comes into play. Say here's your box, and for some reason, maybe you're in a scrim, because I do play a few of those. They're hard to get into. Someone's in your box, and you need to edit quick and pop a shot off at them. You're gonna want to be accurate with your edit. Another good one to do besides this is this. So when you do just the top layer in your edit, they can't actually hit you. You have to jump and shoot like that. You're running up, jump, shoot, and then they're dead. Anyway. I'm just messing around. Try to run through the box if my hand stops twitching. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do with the box. So if you're in a box, it's a little bit better to do when you're higher up. Say you're in your box and you have someone trapped. You did your cone business and whatever, and someone's trapped. What a decent player would do, they're sitting in this corner like this, their reticle right here, because they know you're gonna make an edit. That's the only way you can get to them. Like that, they're gonna pop you right there, just like I said. Whether they're in that corner, you're getting popped. So a really advanced play, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You're on this wall, your opponent is back there standing. If you flip the ramp, they're gonna be phased through. It'll look like this. Watch. I'm phased through right now. See how I'm phased through? They're standing back here. You can shoot them through that. Anyway, that's a good thing to know. you can watch the pros do it and whatever. But just get good with your building. Practice your 90s. Practice editing down on people. I love to just do this. Say someone's right in here. Actually, it's better if I break this ramp. Say someone's right down there. If I can do it. Come on. Don't do this now. Edit on him like that. It does take some practice to get used to editing down quick like that. Like that, just like that. That's all you want to do. Oh, I mean, it would work if they're right here, too. But just practice. Honestly, I need to lower my edit sensitivity even more. You see me messing up like this. But anyway, that's boring. A good thing to know is ramp rushes. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Ramp rushes are the best way to push people. Not getting high ground, but pushing. So I'm going to go from complete beginner ramp rushes to like all the way advanced. So beginner, everyone knows, ramp, wall, simple like that. The next one is ramp, floor, wall, ramp, floor, wall. And if you look at it, you got cover like that. The next thing is, they used to do this a lot in the older times of playing Fortnite, but another thing is double ramp, double wall. This one used to take practice, but now that I'm good at it, it's not hard. Double ramp, double wall, and you have cover. Now, this is actually a prime example of why I'm about to show you the next level up. Someone is below you, you have no cover from the bottom. That's not what you want. And that's not fully advanced. The next thing is ramp, floor, wall. So just like the single, like this, you're gonna do it double. And this one takes a lot of practice. So it's like that. And it looks, if I can do it, it's pretty challenging. I'll try to restart. It's a better example. Looks like that. Anyway, and if you look at that from the bottom, you have cover from every angle besides right there. I messed up. You can't, they would have to go through 4 layers to shoot you down like that. 4 layers. That's a lot of bullets. A lot of bullets. And then the very hardest ramp rush is double layer. Like that. So that it's like that. Now that's 3 layers they gotta go through, and that is a lot. And there's a good way to do that singly, which I use sometimes. it looks like that. Now look at that from here. It's doubled. That's a good thing to know. That is pretty underestimated, but it's a hard way to, or a good way to waste mats. Oops. Come on. I'm a little bit laggy right now. But anyway, that's kind of concluding it. Besides editing, practice your edits. What? Oh, okay. One more thing. Before I conclude it, two more things actually. Ramp flipping, like you've been seeing me play around with. You can get really cheeky shots by doing this. Instead of just going up and like just editing your ramp in half and getting a shot off on someone. Say someone's right here. Ramp flip, if I can, ever. And then it's open. Cutting your ramp in half is a good idea too. But doing that you can just fall down to him and shoot him. But ramp flipping is like really powerful. The push that I was going to talk about is involves a lot of editing. Like that. I'm a little bit laggy right now since I'm streaming, but oh, that's why. You're gonna want to just keep ramping. And you obviously get the point, but ramping, and then whoever is above you has no shot on you until you build that and replace it with another one. Say there's a guy right up there in a 1x1. Replace it. Replace it. You can even do it like that. Anyway, that's about it. Oh, that's actually kind of... I want to try that. Do your own side step like that. If it works. I've seen pros use this. Your own side step. Might actually be a better way to get quick high ground. Anyway, that's about it. That's going to conclude it. Hopefully these tips are helpful for you in your 1v1s, ramp flipping, editing, get good with your build sensitivity, learn how to do your side jumps, which is around your, like that. Get good with that, and that's about it.